It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everyone. From Ernie, Shaq, and Kenny, we're all looking forward to the same thing, the first game of the regular season.
Second. Well, you know.
Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And that's Coit Tower, perched high atop Telegraph Hill here in San Francisco. We're just across the bay in Oakland for today's broadcast. And nothing tips off of...
Well, guys, we know.
DA, thank you. And by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. Well, we've got great front courts in this matchup. Since you played, both forward positions have evolved and become a little bit different.
You ever think, Kevin, about some of the great players in the 80s and 90s that had the skill set to do some of the things that we're asking of today's players?
Good point.
That might have been great.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking like guys like Detlef Schrempf that were out there and doing things where people say, the 6'11" guy getting away with that. Well, now every 6'11" guy is getting away with those skills.
And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Kevin Love, Russell Westbrook out there with Brown, and it's Hayward, and it's Markkanen in at the 4.
Yeah, when you give up these second chance opportunities, I don't know what you expect. Kevin Love is going to find a way to get in there and make something good happen.
There's the pick. Durant kicks to Thompson. Over Westbrook. Thompson misses.
Not a lot of defense there. You can't afford to let guys shoot. Yeah, I think the defense made an impact on that play, making the shooter feel a bit uncomfortable on release.
Green dishes to Curry. Lopez a screen. Outside for Durant. Lopez outside. 5 on the clock. Durant against Hayward. And good that time.
Well, Durant's going to draw defensive attention. He knows it's coming. Everybody knows it's coming. And really, it just doesn't matter.
Love outside. It's a pick by Love. There's the pass to Westbrook. And it's Westbrook again missing. And a deep three from Curry. Markkanen pulls it in.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
Yeah, he has that kind of range, but maybe not that time the best judgment.
Curry passes to Durant. Back to Curry. Pulls up, high post. Rebound Love.
Now, offense sputtering just a bit here, 1 for 4 in the game.
Hayward outside. Over Durant. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And right now, they're like a light switch in the off position. 1 of 5 so far. Not an ideal start.
Hayward with some nice D.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Thompson against Brown. Passes to Westbrook. Love kicks to Markkanen. Hayward against Durant. They get it back. And Hayward gets it to go.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, and Gordon Hayward is a player who's always found a way to add something to his game. Now he feels comfortable going at a defense either inside or out. Great strength when attacking the rim and can shrug off those defenders. Durant. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 26 points a game last year, 7 rebounds and 5 assists. And impressive numbers, no doubt. It's the kind of run we've come to expect from him.
Synergy, all elements right now working together, and the game is coming so easy right now.
Pass to Curry. Lopez a screen. Curry passes to Durant. Curry a screen on Markkanen. Thompson in the corner. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Thompson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Westbrook dishes to Love. Brown with the screen on Lopez. Love kicks to Markkanen. Oklahoma City moving it around. Hayward on the wing, defended by Durant. Love with the screen on Durant. Hayward passes to Love. Claims the three-pointer. Love's got 5.
Stretch fours, that's Kevin Love right there. Terrific range and a great quick trigger on that one.
And Durant gets it to go.
And I ask you, what can you do? This guy is a phenomenal decision maker.
Westbrook kicks to Love. Brown with the screen on Lopez. Back to Westbrook. And the rejection by Curry.
Curry, great timing on the block, catching his man off guard with a big-time rejection.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start. Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Curry passes to Thompson. Green, the screen. Curry kicks to Thompson. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For 3, Westbrook. Westbrook missing again.
Okay, and he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
Thompson inside. He's covered by Westbrook. Here's Durant. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Here matched up against the Golden State Warriors is how they're going to tip off the new season.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Yeah, people who saw this game got their money's worth, and it was fitting that they split the season series, given the enormous talent level on both sides.
Curry against Brown. Some solid defense from Brown.
You just can't find the bottom of the net right now. He's looking frustrated. This quarter has been a bit of a nightmare for him.
And here we go. Thanks, Britton.
Ooh, that play was nasty. Durant showing how aggressive he can really be.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Markkanen kicks to Westbrook. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Westbrook's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Trying to get open is Lopez. Durant, no good.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Billy Donovan has faced a tough job in Oklahoma City, Brent. Star players leaving town, some even criticizing him after they left.
The circumstances of Billy Donovan moving off of what he did at the University of Florida and making that a powerhouse Division I basketball program, it's been very interesting to have Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant to begin your career, and then pushing that team to almost beating the Golden State Warriors, losing in a Game 7 to losing Kevin Durant. Billy Donovan's seen a lot in the early part of his career. The hopes is that he continues to grow and learn. Really happy with the hire of Billy Donovan and what he brings to the table in terms of his basketball acumen.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And they let things get out of hand. Good time to reconvene.
They're just on the wrong end right now of a big run, and they need to plan how they're going to shift the...
You right, Kyle.
momentum of the game.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Oklahoma City. Alec Burks comes in for Jaylen Brown. Back to Lynn. He kicks to Pirtle. And now, here's Hazonia, defended by Hayward. And Hazonia gets it to go. Hazonia's got his first 2 points.
He used that screen to perfection and got a wide open look to knock down the jumper.
Outside Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. Pass to Burks. Love with the screen for Burks. Shoots over Lynn. Offensive rebound. Zeller laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Zeller's got his first 2 points of the night.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Miles with the screen. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Love with the screen on Lynn. Now here's Westbrook. D right on him. Mills with the steal. The pass to Lynn. Now here's Mills. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Hayward outside. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Over Mills. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Hayward. And it's an 11-point Thunder lead.
This guy is just shredding the defense right now. He's hitting any shots he's putting up.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. Number 1, the Thunder.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second-chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
Love kicks to Westbrook. Now here's Zeller. He's tightly guarded. Shoots over Pirtle. And Pirtle pulls it down. Warriors trail by 11. Lynn the pass to Lyles. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Love's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Burks against Land. Hit by Zeller. For 3, Westbrook. It's hauled in by Lyle.
And lots of credit for the team around him. They're picking up the slack here tonight. Just can't buy a bucket right now.
And that one is good.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Hayward kicks to Westbrook. A basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 3 assists tonight.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
Lynn from long range. That shot missing. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Outside Westbrook. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Lyles. That is his first foul of the game. And the Thunder with some changes. Mike Muscala is checked in for Love. Darius Miller comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Felton, covered by Mills. Here's Zeller. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Warriors trail by 14. Lynn kicks to Hazonia. Pirtle, the pass to Lynn. Unloads from 13. Lynn against Burks. He goes up again, and the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
Already, they've piled up 8 second-chance points.
Oklahoma City shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And it's been an issue for them, as it was last year, only 72% from the line.
Lynn against Burks. Outside, Lynn. Burks with the steal. From downtown, he got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Oklahoma City feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. We'll take it. One of the most demonstrative players in the game, Draymond Green.
That's all defense is. It is effort.
Well, and he should know, a former Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively. And if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And for the Thunder here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all five guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
Hazonia out there with Lyles. Then it's Jeremy Lin. Then there's Pirtle, and it's Mills in at the point. That's the Warriors 5. Warriors trail by 17. And you look at the all-around game of Trey Lyles. Brent, effective and efficient.
Had a great stretch last year with the Denver Nuggets. A good shooter and a good rebounder. Not quite sure about what position that he plays, but still adding some strength and a solid contributor. He could have an extended 10 or 12-year career if he finds the right fit.
Miller sets a screen for Felton. And stolen by Hazonia. Inside, Lyles now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
And Felton with the basket on the assist by Miller. And the Thunder lead by 17.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Lyles kicks to Hazonia. Golden State moving it around. Lyles with the screen. Mills can't hit. Oklahoma City leading by 17. Burks with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. In the corner, it's Felton. 6 to shoot. There's the pick. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Opening night is upon us. Every team looking to come out of the gate strong. As we know, only half are going to get to the end.
Don't tell him that, Kevin.
I know you can't.
Let's let it breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
It is a long season. The teams, as we've seen in the past, sometimes what we're watching here tonight, 6 or 7 members of that team might not be on it come February. So you got to temper your expectations. Watch the way guys have maybe improved from last season coming into this season. Excited about young teams and the opportunity of their potential, but things can change quickly in this league.
But don't you love the optimism at this time of year?
No doubt about it. Everybody's fired up for the opportunity to show what it is, especially as a player, what you worked on in the offseason to bring it to the hardwood and show your coaching staff the type of work you put in.
The Thunder leading by 19. Up top, Brown. There's the screen. Larkin in a screen on top. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Jaylen Brown was giving quite the compliment on his game from Draymond Green, who felt, Greg, that Brown was good enough to be an all-star.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if I'd be fully on board with that assessment in terms of last year, but I do think he's well on his way to becoming an all-star. His scoring and offensive impact continues to grow each year. He's shown a great knack on the defensive side as well. Terrific two-way player. The sky is the limit.
Kicks to Muscala. Ball's knocked loose. Brown the pass to Muscala. It's stolen by Curry. To the paint. Here's Durant. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's now 11 points for Kevin Durant.
And the floor vision from Curry right there, setting up his teammates, sharing the ball.
Felton dishes to Brown. Picked by Markkanen. There's the pick. Back to Felton. Passes to Brown. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
Well, Steph Curry's quick release makes his three-point shot almost impossible, and then you add the fact that Steph can do it off the dribble. So anytime you get somebody shifting their back foot and they're trying to recover, by the time they're halfway there, the ball's already off and on its way. So one of the quickest, one of the more devastating shots in all of basketball.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Larkin in a screen on Curry. Here's Felton. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And Curry said in his training he speeds up his release to the point where it's uncomfortable. So in the game, for him, everything slows down.
Yeah, if you look at the numbers, Kevin, his closely guarded three-pointers are just as accurate as when he's got a wide open three-pointer. No defender within 4 to 6 feet. He's knocking down the same kind of percentage. So the fact that Steph has the ability and knows to practice those sort of things speaks to just how much he's invested in the shooting craft.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. Warriors trail by 17. Pass to Durant. Green, the screen. Lopez, a screen on Brown. Outside Durant to the middle. Here's Thompson. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Shooting the Golden State, Klay Thompson. With one shot.
That free throw good from Thompson. Klay Thompson came into this NBA with a well-earned reputation as a shooter, Brent, but did you ever think he'd become such a potent defender?
Well, I think it's something that he's worked very hard on, and his ability to cross-match. In the early part of his career, you know, Klay Thompson had to take the better scoring of the guards on those nights. It's shifted back, and Klay Thompson is a more well-rounded understanding not only of what he can do defensively, but more of what the opponents that he faces on a nightly basis are trying to do against him.
The Thunder shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Raymond Felton.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Oklahoma City. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Anticipation, reads the play all the way. So close to a steal.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Raymond Felton. Thompson for 3. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Now you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
Down low, here's Westbrook. It's rebounded by Curry. Curry's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Thompson. Markkanen pulls it in.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
I like to see this from Westbrook when he focuses on hitting his guys. It can make the entire team better.
Green kicks to Thompson. Outside Curry. From deep three-point range, and another 3 for Golden State.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Here's the screen. Brown the pass to Muscala. Now Markkanen. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And it's sent back by Lopez. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And the wing jumper offline.
And seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
Westbrook kicks to Markkanen. Off target with his three. Warriors trail by 12. Here's Green, and it's Golden State with another.
Well, most of the time we see Draymond Green finishing at the basket or from out beyond the arc, but right there, a little bit of the mid-range.
Westbrook double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That is a jump ball.
And here are the Warriors now. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. And taken away by Brown. To the inside, Hayward. It's rebounded by Golden State. Outside Durant. And the lead is down inside single digits. Durant's got 7 points here in this quarter.
The height to go over the top, the length to work around you. Kevin Durant's so hard to stop once he gets possession that close.
Here's Hayward, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Hayward's got 9 points.
Now, he's a heady player. He knows how to get himself going and giving his team a real advantage right now on the offensive end.
Curry, a screen on Hayward. Here's Thompson, and a missed layup.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
Bit of a numbers game. More boards, obviously, meaning more possession. And that's been reflected tonight in the score.
Double team on Westbrook. Looking for Markkanen. He gets it there. And Markkanen throws it down.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Green dishes to Curry. He kicks it to Thompson. Lopez sets a screen for Durant. Bucket is good. 15 points in the game. The Warriors' Steve Kerr, the fastest coach in major American sports history to 250 wins. Brent, he gave all the credit to his players. But you talk about what makes him special.
Well, I think Steve just really timed it right in terms of when it was he was going to approach the next phase of his life, waiting for his children to be in a good place, waiting for him mentally to be in a spot where he was going to take over a talented team and put his imprint on it. His experience in Phoenix in the front office, teaching him about what it takes to move players around and make trades. Just a proper approach and the proper timing for Steve to take over a basketball club, and then to bring all of what he learned from Greg Popovich and Phil Jackson to the table, along with a lot of his own. And I think Steve thought long and hard and prepared himself on a lot of levels about what the job was going to be for him. We've seen that play out rather nicely in the last few years.
Thompson outside. 1:56 left to play here in the half. He used that pick to get in close. And that's 17 points for Kevin Durant.
Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. And he's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. One of my favorite moves is the Euro step. I know it's one of yours as well. There are a lot of guys that can do it well.
Well, I got to see Manu Ginobili step around me for years in San Antonio. But I think James Harden is still the most devastating Euro step player we have in the game. There's something about the lefties, isn't there, Kevin? We have a hard time figuring a lefty out.
They throw you off automatically just by the left hand.
Right.
Then they add the little sidestep.
James Harden with the shiftiness and the way he moves the ball around and draws contact. I know there are a lot of people that get aggravated by that, but he's nearly impossible to stop, especially when he's got his passport with the Euro step.
He slithers. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward. And KD opting out of his deal, Greg, over the summer to re-sign with the Warriors.
And he did so to get a larger deal than he could have otherwise. Durant had already sacrificed money for the team before. Not a surprise to see him get closer to his value. It seems the super team will be intact for years to come.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Thunder, Brent, playing with such energy, but shooting, not their strong suit.
No, one of the lower three-point percentages in the league as a team. The free throw line also last year really weird. A big-time struggle for guys who had career low years from the free throw stripe. So tough to win big in today's game if you're not hitting threes and then not hitting the freebies.
The Warriors trail by 8. Pass to Curry. Lyles with the screen. Lasagna, the pass to Durant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
It's his love for the game. The passion he has for basketball is something that's just off the charts. I know he's anxious to have another great competitive year in the NBA.
The first free throw is good. Brent, has there ever been a player who scores more easily with less effort than Kevin Durant?
Well, I know this, Kevin, that Kevin puts in a ton of work to make it look as easily as it does. There's just nobody that can match up with KD. And when he's playing like this, he gets out into the mid-range and starts to hit a few shots. Watching him be on fire for a night is a treat.
Love kicks to Westbrook. Here's Zeller. It's rebounded by Curry. Curry's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lasagna, the pass to Durant. Lyles with the screen. And the dunk by Lyles.
Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the game's greatest scorers of all time, but his ability within this offense to make plays, elevating the team.
Burks kicks to Westbrook. Shoots over Curry. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. And we're through the first half of basketball. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of right out of the gates, it was Oklahoma City setting the tone. They put together one great play after another, and at one point, led by as many as 17. And by the end of one, they found themselves up by a rousing 17 points. Momentum shifted quite a bit during the second quarter, as did their scoring, but they still hold a 4-point lead at the break. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
You can see where the priorities are.
And it's just about time.
Oh, look there at the Golden Gate Bridge, blanketed, shrouded in fog. What a sight. Welcome back to the Bay Area, everyone. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. What a game we're seeing. From Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Kevin Love out there with Lowry Markkanen. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Hayward in at the 3, the small forward. Curry gets the bucket.
Sprinting down the floor is the key to a great fast break, and Steph putting on the afterburners there.
Brown the pass to Markkanen. And there's the pass to Love. Curry against Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. A three-pointer, no good.
That's just poor shooting right now from him. I'm not sure why he's even attempting those kind of shots.
The Thunder with the lead. Hayward outside. It's a pick by Love. Hayward can't hit. Durant against Hayward. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Curry. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Thunder shooting 40% from the field. Westbrook kicks to Love. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Here's Westbrook. The shot misses. Great D that time from Curry.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Westbrook against Thompson. He dishes it to Lopez. Shoots over Markkanen. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Gotta make those shots. Not sure how he missed it. Defense was just okay.
Westbrook against Curry. Looking to get back on track here. And it's Westbrook weighing it in. Westbrook's got 17 now.
Well, it took 4. They finally got one to go. Still, they need to connect on more opportunities to get this quarter going.
And stolen by Love. Hayward against Durant. Hayward passes to Markkanen. It's rebounded by Golden State. Curry's got his 5th rebound in this one.
They're 1 of 5 to begin this half, guys, and they have to address this problem quickly or this could get out of hand.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
Fires from 14. Westbrook can't get it to go. The Warriors leading. It's Curry with the drive.
Well, giving Steph Curry a clear lane makes him want to go get a rare dunk. So, mother, there goes that gentleman.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Klay Thompson, another one of those sons of former players. I wonder what that's like. Michael Thompson, his dad, the #1 overall pick many years ago. And Klay had the ball in his hands, obviously, at a very young age, and he taught the shooting form to Klay, which looks pretty perfected at this point.
State.
And here's a look at some stats for Westbrook. Last season, he played outstanding. 1st in assists, 5th in steals, and of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket. Top 10 in scoring.
And dropping a lot of dimes. He led the league in assists because he's the ultimate competitor, an absolute magician with the basketball. Markkanen with it. Now Green defending. Pass to Westbrook. Basket good. Westbrook's got 19 points.
Attack, attack, attack. That's Russell getting closer to the rim. He just gets more and more aggressive in there.
Feeds it to Green. Good D from Love. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. Westbrook kicks to Love. Here's the screen. Markkanen passes to Hayward. Picked by Markkanen. Off the screen. Oklahoma City keeping it alive with the new 24-second shot clock.
And Marketing is a perfect candidate for that stretch four. Outstanding at pulling the trigger from deep and not afraid to go inside and bang with the other bigs.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good for Marketing.
And Larry Marketing, a 7-footer who can really let it fly. At Arizona, the most three-pointers ever by a 7-footer in a single season.
And the Warriors making a change here. Mills is checked in. Miller's checked in for the Thunder. Felton comes in for Jaylen Brown. And so he hits both. And Markkanen also setting records for three-pointers made by a rookie Dre.
A quick release, the ball comes off his hands so effortlessly. He's more than a stretch big as well. I think he's a shooter who just happens to be 7 feet tall.
Out to Miller. Back to Markkanen. Basket counts. Markkanen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the call will be against Darius Miller. That is his first foul of the game.
Darius Miller. First foul, team's first.
Oklahoma City on D. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's Thompson. Cranes the 19-footer. Thompson's got 14 points.
I like how Clay shook loose on that one, skilled at getting some room for himself to get up that shot.
Love kicks to Westbrook. The pick by Love. And Westbrook, here we go. Terrific design on the pick foot, and he lays it in. Westbrook's got 21.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Green, the screen. There's the pick. Back to Thompson. And he gets the bucket. He's got 16.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Over to the left wing. Markkanen kicks to Felton. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. 4th, Klay Thompson.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Outside, Green. Back to Lynn. On the wing, Thompson. He's covered by Westbrook. Lets it fly from 18. Thompson misses. Oklahoma City has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Down low. Love the pass to Markkanen. Love dishes to Westbrook. Can't hit from 12. Warriors have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. And stolen by Love. Westbrook kicks to Love. Lynn against Felton. Markkanen a screen on Lynn. And again, Oklahoma downtown since halftime. And they take the lead. And it's 6 points for Draymond Green.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Something the NBA has tested out in the G League, Brent. Coaches' challenges. What do you think?
I think the idea of making sure that the handkerchief matches the tie is a great idea.
Only you would say that. Only you would say that.
I'm just worried with some of the casual styles in the NBA that it's not going to be accessible. But
I think you're right.
I think it's going to happen, and I think it's going to be interesting for the league. But it's going to happen.
Anything to make these coaches do more, make more decisions.
Make more decisions and make decisions that you know can impact whether or not your team wins the basketball game or loses it. Because after a referee makes a determination that you think might be the other way, or they don't look at a replay where you're sure and certain that you could get possession, I'm reaching for the hanky.
Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Westbrook with the bucket.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And Mills kicks to Lyles. There's the screen. Dishes it to Lind. And here's Mills from the arc. Yes! And a nice assist from Lind. Lind's got 3 assists tonight. Outside Westbrook. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
So interesting with Russell Westbrook, never really touted or championed growing up, but if you go to UCLA, you have to be halfway decent, don't you, Kevin? 5'8" stick figure back in high school and came off the bench his freshman year at UCLA, and I just don't think anybody saw what was coming out of Russell Westbrook, but we're appreciating it now.
One shot, gentlemen.
And you heard the story. Westbrook showed up for a basketball camp in Atlanta. His name wasn't on the list. He had to sit in the lobby for 4 hours before they let him in.
That story is hard to believe. Obviously not a blue chip recruit, and I don't think that Russell Westbrook ever thought about seeing himself in the NBA at any point. Was just hoping to get a scholarship. And that second season at UCLA opened up some eyes about just how athletic and explosive he could be. Here we are today.
Lynn against Burks. Lyles with the screen. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And let's take a look at the playmaking here. This chart with the assist totals split between the front court and the back court tonight for the Thunder.
And their big men have taken an active role here as far as distribution is concerned. When you can see over the defense, a lot of times you have an angle to create a pass that might not be there for a smaller man.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, the Warriors returning to San Francisco next season after 48 years in Oakland. That new arena in Mission Bay getting finished up, polished up, fresh paint. It's looking good there. Hopefully it'll be just as rocking as Oracle Arena has been for this many years.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Brent, some wondered whether they changed their name to the San Francisco Warriors, like before. We're going to stick with Golden State.
Yeah, too much history, I think, in Oakland. They don't want to do anything to disturb the fan base. This is the Bay Area's team, and you mentioned it. It does have a history, Kevin, starting off back in San Francisco in the 60s, and they become a powerhouse. It seems even more fitting to claim the entire state the Golden State Warriors.
Oklahoma City's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Burks the pass to Westbrook. Over Mills. Westbrook, no good.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
Here's Lynn. Doesn't go for him. So the Thunder will take it the other way. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game, as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That'll be his second foul of the game. Stephen Curry's checked in for Patty Mills.
Stephen Curry.
Warriors on D, trailing by 2. So here's Westbrook. 33 points for him. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, familiar sight. Westbrook gets his way back to the free throw line. I mean, the way he attacks his opponent, they're going to be forced to foul him time and time again.
Russell Westbrook, passionate about the game of basketball, Brett, we know that, but fashion among his foremost interests outside the game.
Yeah, the honor the gift fashion line, which, you know, Kevin, you and I don't think we have much in our closets from that, but got to respect it. Fearless, not only on the court, but off the court in some of the attire that Russell Westbrook brings to the game.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
Well, the success of the Warriors is truly built around their culture and their chemistry, and it really starts with Steph Curry. Even though a lot of people argue about Kevin Durant being their best player, their most important player has been Steph. Just a great, joyful approach to the game, and it rubs off on the entire organization.
Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Stephen Curry. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And here's Burks. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Burks. And the Thunder lead by 3. And that blend of joyfulness and competitive spirit, something that Steph Curry and his coach, Steve Kerr, you know, Brent, they share that in common.
Yeah, think about just how humble they are, how gracious they are, how much they're willing to take the time on a daily basis to do things for others, not just themselves. So you have the Warriors with some key values in place that they don't stray from all that often.
Outside.
Excuse me, just an announcement. I'm going to be eating some soup. It may be loud because I slurp to avoid getting soup in my beard and mustache. So, just a heads up.
The feed now to Burks. And the dunk by Zeller.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Burks against Land. Burks dishes to Westbrook. Back to Burks. Deflects the pass. Lays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 7-point Thunder lead. Golden State's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointer since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Westbrook against Curry. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go. The shot, no good. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibility.
1 quarter left in regulation. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Steph Curry's out there with Hazonia. Then there's Pirtle. Then it's Trey Lyles. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Warriors trail by 9. Curry kicks to Lyles. Some nice passing by Golden State. Lyles a screen on Hayward. And the foul on Alec Burks. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul, team's first.
Curry passes to Durant. Clock at 6. It's the difficult fadeaway jumper. Durant's got 25 points in the game.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Burks against Curry. Here's Muscala. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Failure to extend the defense, not going to get you back in this game.
Yeah, it's just a big mistake against a great shooter. It feels like they've just completely lost their focus.
Curry against Brown. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Curry.
Well, it's amazing that Steph can shoot where he shoots from, and the ball still looks like it's a soft finish around the rim.
To the paint, here's Brown. Makes it off the glass.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
They set the pick. And a deep 3 from Curry. Bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And really, he played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's the only time he's turned it over so far.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Brooke Lopez is checked in for Purdy. Draymond Green comes in for Lyles. And it's Klay Thompson in for Hezonja. Markkanen, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Curry setting the pick for Lopez. Nice work there coming off the screen. 19 points for Klay Thompson.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys. 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Burks dishes to Hayward. Brown kicks to Hayward. Floats one up. It's rebounded by Golden State. Curry's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Shoots from 12. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Steph Curry, Brent, is there any doubt in your mind that he is the greatest shooter in NBA history?
I don't think there's any doubt, but I like the fact that Steph Curry doesn't want to be a one-trick pony, and he isn't. He's trying to be better at making plays. He's trying to be better at making good decisions. He's trying to be better as a defender. And so all of these things for Steph Curry is not satisfied with the things that he's done so far in his career, which have all been elite.
Kevin Love's checked in for Oklahoma City. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Lopez a screen. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Green with a screen on Hayward. Just 5 on the clock. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. And that's now 27 points for Kevin Durant. The Thunder leading by 3. Burks, the pass to Hayward. Back to Burks. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got 5 assists in the game.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And the wide-open shot from Green. And it comes off the front of the rim. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Up top, Brown. He's covered by Thompson. And that one's good. Love. Now it's a 7-point Thunder lead.
I respect Kevin Love's ability in these pick-and-roll sets. Makes contact with the screen and then rolls right to the right spot.
Brown wide open. He fires. And the Thunder another 3.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Curry kicks to Green. Lopez a screen. Hangs in the air. And Durant finishes inside. Durant's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, this might be a KD special here. Everything dropping early here. And the defenders already slouching.
It's a pick by Love. Back to Burks. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
When you're playing from behind, you cannot let your opponent have things that are that easy. And that was easy.
Curry's shot is off. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Here's Hayward. Again, the Thunder score.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Pass to Green. Lopez a screen. Green kicks to Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Love the pass to Burks. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Brook Lopez.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Two shots.
And the first one drops. The Thunder last season assembling a big 3 of Russell Westbrook, Paul George, and Carmelo Anthony didn't mesh, Brett, like they had hoped. In your opinion, what went wrong?
Well, a bit of a down season in terms of the scoring for Melo, but reasons for that, just not as many opportunities and playing outside along the three-point line. The biggest damage last year was the Robertson injury. Felt like in December the OKC team started to find its stride, and Robertson going out of the lineup, there just wasn't enough of the depth on that roster to make up the difference for them defensively, and OKC never really seemed to find its footing or confidence again.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
Present our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Taking on the defending champs always adds a little extra meaning to the game. And with the way he's gotten after it tonight, it was clear this one meant a lot to him. Pass to Curry. Lopez a screen. Curry kicks to Thompson. Face up the screen. 6 to shoot. Fade Fakes back, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Just such efficient form there from Klay Thompson. The height, the release, great rotation, and a soft touch.
It's a pick by Love. Burks on the wing, guarded by Curry. Off the screen, Burks. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Green inside. Harkinen on him. Back to Lopez. Poke loose.
Sloppy.
From deep, Green. Another 3 for Golden State.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
Lopez against Love. Down low, Brown, and he banks in the layup. Brown's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, Love has a knack for recognizing when a teammate's going to break wide open.
Curry against Brown. Curry dishes to Thompson. From outside, off the mark.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Thunder making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. Here's Hayward again, Oklahoma City.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
Down low. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And last season, not the one Brook Lopez wanted to have before heading
with the Lakers, and saw his minutes decline as he wasn't in their plans. Averaged a career low in terms of minutes played per game last year. And I think he still's got a lot to offer and should bounce back closer to his all-star level of output.
Durant wide open, he fires. Good, and it's Curry picking up the assist. 32 points for Kevin Durant.
Well, the ball hitting his hands and then the ball hitting the back of the net as KD throws another one in.
Got that one up quick. 39 points for Russell Westbrook.
Well, he's got a baton in the right hand as he's orchestrating what's going on. A maestro, if you will.
Brown against Curry. The kick out to Lopez. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And you look back at that 2012 finals, the Thunder lost in 5 games to the Heat. And you looked at that young talent, Durant, Westbrook, Harden, now all MVP award winners, along with Serge Ibaka, a young, talented, energetic Serge Ibaka, and it felt like there was a team that was going to rule the West for a very long time.
Puts it up from 12 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Here's Green. No good. Shot missing. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And the Thunder trading away Harden in the summer of 2012, but Brent unable to agree on a contract extension.
Well, OKC agreed on the contract. James Harden did not, and that's sort of the line in the sand that was drawn. And the salary cap jumping up in subsequent seasons, they just had bad timing in terms of the frugality of what they offered up to James Harden. It's a decision that we talk about a lot. It's revisionist history, but you know, at the time it was the move that OKC made, and I can't really argue with it.
Brown the pass to Westbrook. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Well, he definitely forced that shot, guys. He had plenty of time to adjust himself and kick the ball out and look for a better shot. Have to give credit to the defense there, too.
The Thunder leading by 6. A shot by Hayward, wide open. Great look, but off the mark. And stolen by Love. The pass to Westbrook. Over Durant. Here's Markkanen. And it's Durant with the rebound. The Warriors shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. He gets it in there. And that's 11 points for Draymond Green.
All those weapons, and Draymond Green ends up being the guy hurting you. What a huge shot.
Passes it to Westbrook. Over Durant. And it's Westbrook missing.
And, you know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Well, something in this frame for sure, but when you're out of rhythm, sometimes it's better to play the role of being the facilitator.
Clearly a foul.
2 shots. Foul. 2.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Was sure on those free throws, extending that lead and making it comfortable.
Here's Durant. The shot, no good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. To the middle, here's Love. That one's not going to go. Good D by Lopez.
Not completely over, but it's getting close.
Yeah, but you still got to play this one out. Near impossible, but I've seen stranger things happen.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
2 shots. Foul. Elbow. 2.
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Warriors. They're trailing by 8. There's 37 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What do you think, guys?
And I'm sure the coach is telling them it ain't over till it's over. Yeah, but I don't know.
Thompson in the post. He's covered by Westbrook. Pulls up on the wing. Nice shot by Thompson.
And that's why this team loves having Klay Thompson. Big shot.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
It'd take a miracle at this point.
Right, with this deficit and this late in the game, their time has already passed.
Durant. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward. Timeout called the Warriors. They're down by 7. 15 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Mills.
There's a good screen. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pirtle kicks to win. And the Warriors miss again. Now here's Felton. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visit. All right, David, thank you. That concludes the first game of the NBA season.
Look at that guy.